Hello everyone and welcome back to Genie Crafts. So I've been getting continuous requests on how to do a crystal portrait with same size crystals, and I wasn't able to figure it out on how to do it in Photoshop, so I kind of built my own app for it. I will show that in the next video because I'll be launching the app also soon. It will be a paid app, but I'll be launching it. So let's get into it, that how it looks and what are the differences when you use same size versus different size piece. So here I have two templates of the same photograph. So on the left hand side you see a template that is created by single 2 mm crystals. That's fairly big when it comes to crystal sizes. Typically I would love to use 0.5 mm crystal, but I don't have it. So this is 2 mm crystals. So the exact same template created for the same photograph, one with same size crystals and the other with different size crystals. So you see these colors because each color denotes a different crystal size, but today we are going to do the same size crystal. So this is the template that I'm going to use. So I'll keep that aside for now. It's already on a black background, so you can clearly see how the output is going to look like. So it's a person wearing a cap, and wherever there is black, there is either shadows or there is a background. Okay, so it's a very custom size. It's not A4, it's not A3, but the size is matched with the glass surface that is exposed on this frame, and this is the frame that we are going to use. Now this is a frame that I've got locally, so let me just quickly open it, because the first thing that you need to do is to clean the glass. So to remove, you can use any glass cleaning solution. This is the one I have. So before I clean the glass on the other side, first let me take a cutout from this template. I'll clean the front again. Okay, so I'll keep that aside for now. Next, I'm going to put this back into the frame. So this is done, and now we have the positions, right, where we are going to do it. And just to be sure, I'm just going to clean this surface once again, and after that I'm not going to put my hands on it even while we are building the portrait. This step is important. I mean, whether you do it this way or not, but cleaning the glass is extremely important, because later on you won't get a chance to actually clean it. It will be very difficult to clean it later on. So hence it's extremely important that your glass is completely residue free. Okay, now that this is done, so we have the portrait ready. Now let's come to the other materials that we have, the kind of crystals that I'm going to use. So I have these hot fix crystals, which is normally used for fabrics and garments. These are the only 2 mm crystals which I have in bulk. Typically I prefer using transparent crystals, but the quantity that I have is less. I need around 4,000 crystals for this. The app that I have built tells you how many crystals of what sizes you need, so that helps you to procure the crystals properly, right? So this is the crystals that I have. For picking it up, I'm going to use this wax pencil because it allows you to easily pick it up. And then to apply the glue, you saw in my last crystal portrait video also, I used this squeezy bottle to apply the glue. It has a very thin nozzle, so it kind of takes out a very small amount of glue every time, so just like the perfect amount that you need. So that's the glue. And if there is any need to put hand on it, I'm going to use a paper, a clean paper, or a clean piece of cloth to do it, rather than when I say cloth, it has to be lint free cloth, okay, rather than putting my hand on it, so that it doesn't leave any residue. So guys, let's get started. We have all the materials with me, and let's get going. So because it's the same size crystal, so I can just start from one end and continue going to the rest of the portrait. So we can do it from top. I think that would be good, because then I can just put a paper here and just quickly do it, and then I can just gradually go down to the bottom. So that's how I'm going to do. I'm going to start at the top and then end at the bottom. So let's get started, guys. Okay, so I have covered the whole portrait with this paper so that I accidentally don't put my hand on it, and I have put some of these glue dots with that squeezy bottle. I'll show you again. And now I'm putting the crystals. Now the beauty of the program that I have created is that the size of these crystals is exactly the same as the size of the circles. So if in the program you select 1.5 mm crystal size you have, then the circles that you are going to get is exactly 1.5 mm, given you have taken the printout properly. So let me put some more dots. You need to close the bottle, otherwise the nozzle will get clogged up with the dried fevicol. And that's how you have to continue. In case any crystal comes off, normally it doesn't happen if they have dried off properly, but in case if they come off, you can just glue them back. But be careful when you are moving the paper around so that you don't accidentally move the crystals. Okay, and in the same fashion you have to continue for the rest of the portrait also. So I will do some time lapse, but mostly I will see you at the end of the portrait now. Okay, so the portrait is complete. As you can see that this is all done, and now it's time to remove this this layer and replace it with the black sheet. So what I have done is that I have opened the portrait from the back. Let me just quickly remove all this. So I have opened the portrait from the back, and I'm just going to do one more round of cleanup quickly, and then I'm going to push it. So see, I'm not touching the front of the portrait at any point in time. There are no fingerprints whatsoever on the front of the portrait. At least that's what I hope so. I have been very conscious about not leaving any fingerprints on the front. So this is just a cleaning on the inside. It will remove any residue, anything, so that the portrait will be squeaky clean. Now you might ask, this will be unprotected from the front, and that is true. That's how the crystal portraits are. There is no covering on the front end. If you are sticking these crystals on a piece of paper, then obviously you can have a glass at the front that will protect it, but normally this is done on a piece of glass, so there is nothing to protect it. So here is my black sheet, which I have cut exactly the size of this frame, and let me just confirm the orientation once. Yeah, so it has to be like this, and with that the portrait is done. So let me just show you, and with that this is completely done. Now this is looking beautiful now that I have replaced the background with black color. So let's just close it quickly, and guys, there you have a nice crystal portrait with the crystals with uneven spacing. It's not in the form of a row and column grid format, and it's a single size crystal, but still all the features are coming out. It would have been better if I had at least one more size, but I wanted to give a try to a single size crystal, and that's how it has come out. So that's it for today, guys, and if you guys like this video, then please do not forget to hit the like button and share this video with your friends, and do subscribe and keep subscribed to my channel for regular videos on different forms of multimedia arts, and I will see you guys very soon in my next video. Till then, stay safe, take care, and bye bye.